Hey, St. Thomas family, I am here at 105 Timothy Place, Athens, Georgia. I am here in the sanctuary of what has been Edwards Chapel Baptist Church. You can see there's a lot of work going on in here. We are getting this space ready for St. Thomas Anglican Church to move here over the summer. This property has been the home for mission and ministry for over 100 years here in the area. And we're excited to continue that legacy and build on it as a church family. I want you to hear the story of how the Lord has opened this door for us. And to do so, I want you to hear from Deacon Tex Bagley, who has led this process.
So we've been a church on the move for 8 years. We've had to set up, break down every Sunday. We've always had a dream of having a place that we could call our own. So in the past year, we've really ramped that up. We moved into the Foundry Street about a year ago. And we started looking shortly after, realizing that although that was a great space for us to grow in, it really wasn't a space for us to be in. The way we found Edwards Chapel, it's one of the closest things to a miracle that I've experienced. I was driving by this church several months ago, and the Lord spoke to me. It was something in my spirit. I could just tell there was something about this church. So I pulled up in the parking lot. I started praying and just asking the Lord, what he would have me see. And I felt like the Lord was telling me that we're going to be here. And so I continued to pray about it. And finally, just with that constant nagging, I just said, you know what, I'm going to call the church. I'm going to see if I can talk to anyone. So I did that. I called, I left a couple messages, didn't hear anything back. I emailed, didn't hear anything back. So we continued our search for a space that would work. We found a commercial spot that it didn't check all the boxes, but it checked a lot of them. And we said, okay, we kind of started moving forward with that commercial space. And we had to make a decision on a Monday. Well, on that Saturday before the Monday that we were going to have a meeting, actually make a decision and possibly move forward with this other space, I got a phone call from a member of Edwards Chapel Baptist Church. And when I picked up the phone, she said, "You don't know me, but I know you." And she said, "I've heard your voicemails, I've seen your messages, and I want you to know that we have been praying for a church that would want to rent our space." And she went up to tell me that the first time that I called after actually coming up here and praying at the church, that their pastor had actually resigned. He had decided to move to Guatemala and do ministry down there. And they had taken a week or so and decided that what they wanted to do was rent their church to another church. And so the timing was just unreal. So what we did is I took that information to Father Daniel and to our vestry, and we put a pause on looking for anything else. And we said, okay, if this is the door that the Lord has opened, then we're going to try and move forward with it. And so that's what we did. We started having conversations with the members here and really worked out a great deal for us and for them. Their small congregation, they had about 8 to 12 people that were meeting here regularly on a Sunday. Well, they formed a nonprofit now called City on a Hill Ministry, and that is actually going to be where our rent is going. We're going to be funding a nonprofit, a ministry in town that is going to be supporting lower income families, providing food, providing clothing, providing goods for families in the community. And it's going to be a partnership and they're trying to partner with a lot of different churches in town. And that's, again, where our rent money is going. So we are just super excited about that, and just super excited about how the Lord has just blown this door wide open and all the work that he's allowed us to do. And we are just so excited about moving here this summer.
Archbishop William Temple once said, "When I pray, coincidences happen. And when I don't, they don't." And we're so glad for all who have been praying for this process. I'm so grateful for Deacon Tex and his prayers and his leadership, being responsive to the Lord's leading. We're excited about this location the Lord has opened up. Honestly, we couldn't think of a better location for our congregation. This is in the heart of Athens, right off the loop. It's accessible to all of Clark County, all of Oconee County, anyone who's coming in on the loop. It's near the university. It's right by Molly's Coffee and Mama's Boy at the Falls. You'll know right where it is. And you can see we've got a lot of work to do. And there's ways that we want you to be involved. We are raising money between now and Pentecost Sunday, June 8th, 2025. We have work days scheduled. We want you to be praying. The best way to stay up to date is to visit our website, stacathens.org/sanctuary, and look forward for more updates in the future about which Sunday we'll be coming into this new space as our new home. Thanks, and God bless.